changes we had to share. Well, you think we made it all worthwhile, then you realize no one cares. But we're gonna get it right this time, 'cause we passed the point of no return, and we're never gonna go down that road again.
Hello, playmates.
All right, Ollie. Hello, Mr. Fraser.
Oh, just call me Billy Butlin for the moment, eh?
It's very good of you to let me have your villa for a few days, Mr. Fraser.
Oh, my pleasure, my dear. I know just what like these tourist hotels can be this time of year, especially when you've got a young family, eh?
Oh, I aren't how expensive they can be with us lot lying around doing out.
Well, Dennis, I did bring you out here to work, and if the unwelcome glare of publicity prevents that, well, a few economies are always welcome.
Perhaps we should pay for our own rooms, Mr. Fraser. We're not all on your payroll, after all, are we?
Oh, no, come on now, let's stop chatting about this all day. Come on, I'll get Vicky to help you in with the bags. Vicky!
Where will you be staying while we're in your villa, Mr. Fraser?
I'll take a little suite over at the Marbella Club.
Isn't that where all the rich playboys hang out? Golf course in every room and that.
Well, personally, Neville, I've always found it a wee bit overrated, but I thought that Vicky here could do with a break. And anyway, there's no point in us hanging around here, you know, what with a swimming pool out of commission and the place like a building site.
Oh, yes, it must have been terrible for you.
Still, it'll be nice and quiet for the band. Hello, Vicky Pet. All right, Brenda, Christine?
That looks lovely.
Do you like it? I got it at that Italian boutique we found down at the port. It's organic silk, whatever that means.
It means the worms were free range, eh? Anyway, Vicky, I think you should take the girls in for a drink while I have a word with the boys. As I know, by the time you took that frock off, I think you've had it on for about 20 minutes, eh? And I'll join you later. Okay? Just have a word with the boys. Right, Dennis. You've got 2 days off, and then I want your mob grafted.
All right, all right. Look, it's not our fault there's so many criminals around here for what to get confused with. Maybe you should have found a better place.
Oh, we didn't go seeking the publicity, you know. Just we got tricked.
Maybe so, but trouble and you lot seem to go hand in hand. And talking about that, where are the other Herberts?
On the beach, we can let it all hang out. On the beach, we can let it all hang out.
I wouldn't if I were you, Wayne. It may be a topless piece, but it certainly isn't a bottomless.
Aye, the local coppers have probably got a special bear bomb patrol. Big Alsatians trained to kill at the first sight of something round and white.
Shut up. Christ, mate. Sand, bloody Germans everywhere. Come to listen to him spout his bullshit to some talk. We're going to be back in Düsseldorf.
Oh, don't you start moaning off. You must have dreamt of days like this when you were in that hut. Landed on our feet here, boy. No mistake.
Aye, well, we're not being paid though, eh? I mean, it's still Fraser's time, isn't it? He should be forking out for this.
Hold on, I think he's been quite generous under the circumstances, Oz. I mean, we could have all been shipped back to Brighton, couldn't we?
Yeah, well, that's what they said in Juan Panamera, isn't it? Es un hombre sincero. He's a sincere man, isn't he?
Sincero hombre, me arse. He gets root here under false pretenses. He's got we're grafting under false pretenses. No, he's got we're living under false pretenses.
You reckon that one, Oz?
Well, look, the Spanish old bill think we're illegal workers, right? The British press think we're just illegal altogether. So now we're having to pretend to be tourists.
And what's wrong with that, then?
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that, London, is the tourists, as you'd notice if you had half a brain, Usually Ganaroon with quite a bit of dough, whereas us, by and large, are humpy because the phrase are stopping our tap, aren't we?
Oh, you don't need money to enjoy yourself here, Oz, mate. Look around you. Natural beauty, every sea and sand, the most interesting culture to absorb.
Oh, put your hand in the plastic.
No. Listen, all I'm trying to say, mate, is the best things in life are free.
You're not wrong, Barry. Cop this lot.
Anybody fancy a kick about?
If you kicks it in their direction.
Oz, I don't want to deprive you of a moment of pleasure, but I have to remind you, we English are banned from football in Europe, if you remember.
Hey, come on.
Hey.
Oh, living here, love.
Oh, hello, mate.
Where's the rest of your mob, then?
Oh, they're on the beach. Could I have a lager, please?
Oh, no, that's a shame. Look, I've given it place of honour, I know.
Ah, Ray, we asked you not to do that. It's bloody embarrassing, you know.
You'll get used to it, son.
Oh, hello, Mr. Leather.
Oh, Terry, please. Hold your...
Moxie. We didn't go caught in that publicity, you know.
I'm sure you didn't. None of us goes chasing newsprint, do we? But you see, if you adjourn over here suddenly, leaving a few question marks behind, well, it's bound to happen, isn't it?
Aye, suppose so, yeah.
And also, Moxie, what you've got to remember is that these people, these so-called gentlemen of the press, are in fact the scum of the earth. You wouldn't say hello to them on a lonely day.
Very true, Cherry. What's that you're drinking? Scotch, is it?
Yeah, cheers. Malt.
Oh, a malt for Cherry, and I'll have a lager, please.
Jenny, serve a gentleman, love.
You see, these people do not have one iota of respect for the privacy of the individual. Let me tell you that Princess Di and Joan Collins, I reckon have got my utmost sympathy for the intrusions that they incur.
People always want to have a go at you when you're famous, don't they?
Right. Yeah, some of those no-marks made a bob or two out of your exploits, they tell.
Oh, don't remind me. Yeah, there was this geezer lived down our street in Ilford. Now, I met that bloke twice, right? Once when I picked my little girl up from his kid's bonfire night party, and once when he borrowed my hovering lawnmower. Well, next thing I know, he's managed to stretch these brief encounters into 3 instalments of the villain on my doorstep.
We certainly learnt our lesson. Keeping our heads down from now on.
Ah, so you'll all be staying down here for a bit, then, will you?
Well, I think the others will be moving on, like, you know, but I'm going to stick around for a while, yeah?
Oh, you've been needing a drum, then?
You are? Oh, yeah.
Oh, what you got in mind? A villa, condo?
Something like that, yeah.
Well, listen, Moxie, anything you want, feel free. I mean, investment advice, real estate, a new motor. I mean, we know a few people. Do you understand me?
Thanks, Terry. Thanks very much. Actually, there is something you could help us out with, like.
Sure.
Might sound a bit soft, but don't know of any plastering jobs going around here, do you?
Hey?
Well, hang on. You can't be short of a few bob, surely.
No? No, it's just a way of passing the time, like.
I don't understand you northern lads. Must be all that Ovis you eat.
Speak English, love.
Right,
She
go.
speak English.
Where are the toilets? ¿Dónde están los... No, it's stupid. ¿Dónde están los servicios? Where are the... Look at this bloody Andalusian breed. Where... ¿Dónde están los servicios? Can't believe I was pretty daft.
Espanol?
No, accent.
No?
No.
Hey, London, what's happening? Oh, you can't handle, send up to me.
Not much joy up near us. Well, they're Norwegian, aren't they? And you know what your only point of reference is with your Norwegian, don't you? Open deck Sarnie, isn't it?
They're Danish. Danish.
Well, that's probably why they're a bit sticky then, isn't it?
lads.
Sorry to interrupt when I can see you're busy.
How are you?
Have you lads got a few words to say to the press?
Ah, yes. I've got two. And the second one's off.
Yeah, go in and beat it. We're in enough trouble because of you buggers.
We know about that, but we're to help you, lads.
Here. You wouldn't happen to know the Norwegian for can I get into your knickers, would you?
Look, the more you stall out, the more difficult it's going to be for you in the end.
Look. Can't have a swim. Look. That rubbish in the papers wasn't true, right? It was a lot of crap. All right, we're not bank robbers, man, for Christ's sake.
Lovely. We want to believe that too, so we can write spoilers on that crap Nick Wheeler wrote.
So, just tell us who you really are and what you're doing here, and we'll all go home.
Well, just mind your own business, man, will you?
Yeah, you were not helping us, son.
Look, boyos, what that bloke wrote was a load of cobblers. We know it, so why should we have to prove it to you?
So we can deny it on your behalf.
Oh, yeah. Right, so the other mob can deny it again, and it's a vicious circle, isn't it?
Yeah, I've had enough of these bastards. I'm burying them in the sand. Head first, eh?
Hey, hold on.
Head first.
Here, hold on, son.
Yeah? What?
Yeah, we can always head back to England and write you up as Olladine Scroungers from the dole queue.
Can you?
All right, it's all right. It'll probably take a day or two for you to realise it's all in your own good. Come on, Ronnie.
Yeah, remind me not to buy papers when I get home.
Who are they? More bloody journalists, weren't
Shite talks more like it.
What do they want?
Well, apparently we've still got to clear our names in that great pop report known as the press.
they? Look, you know what? I think we should set the record straight and tell him why we're here.
Oh, yes, but if we do that, man, the job goes down a crapper, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Cheers. Yeah. Besides, I've already told Terry Leather we really are the Sheffield payroll robbers.
You done what?
I thought it would be a good idea, you know, to play along with it. Help us get established round here.
You're the only one who's staying, Mux. It won't help us when we try to get back into Britain.
If we get back to Britain, eh? I mean, these geezers ain't exactly noted for their tolerance where wind-ups are concerned, Mux.
Yeah. Well, he's asked us to join us down the bar, you know, for a bevy and a sing-song.
Hey now, Vicky. This is Marbea's poshest gaff, so don't speak until you're spoken to and then just nod, OK?
Sometimes I think you're ashamed to be seen with me, Ali Fraser.
No, not ashamed, Vicky, but frequently embarrassed.
Well, why, like? What have I done?
Well, have you got an hour to spare? Well, last night, for example, I take you to a Michelin one-star restaurant, international Playboy customers wall to wall. I order you a beautiful dish of steamed turbot stuffed with scallops, and you complain to the waiter because you think your fish knife is a cake slice. Stick to spaghetti tonight, honey, OK?
Oh, I love my rosy child. You got the way to make me happy. You and me, we going to stop. Right because you're a stone-born woman. You make me sing like a guitar. Hang to me, girl. Song keeps running on.
But sure, I'll go back one day, clear me name. Take my board to see the Hammers on a Saturday, eh? Yeah, I'll miss going down Sunday morning to Petticoat Lane and having a nice big bowl of jelly dills, eh? Yeah.
Thank you,
Incredible this place, this. It's like Bermondsey transported to the Costa del Sol.
I was standing at the bar there before getting the bevies. And a bloke comes up and says, tooled up on your last job, were you, Geordie? Oh, I had 2 trowels. Spirit level. He never lapped it, neither.
Desperate people.
I see that again. If you look at these here, you can just tell by looking at them they've spent best part of my life behind an ironing board in some poxy tower block, you know. Husband and lieutenant all the time, but just manages to keep everything together with a promise of one big last job, and then it'll be off-ski to the sunshine, champagne, you know, all that. And then it comes up, and they get to you, and what do? Recreate all the squalor that the trial wanted to piss up from in the first place.
What a futile existence, eh? No need to work, but no real way of enjoying themselves. So getting pissed and getting maudlin about London.
Fish with a waterman, isn't it?
I wonder what their kids do for schooling.
Oh, God knows.
Perhaps their dads teach them.
You can just imagine that, can't you? All right now, son. Here's the question. If your daddy and your Uncle Terry and your Uncle Arthur stick up an armoured car for £500,000 in the Mile End Roads, how much does that leave them with each? And you can use your fingers.
It was in spring, when spring became the summer.
I'm not stopping here much, man.
Yeah. Bit frightening, isn't it?
Huh? No, I'm talking about Peter Gordino there, man.
Reaching out, touching me, touching you.
You bloody idiot, man. We're supposed to be keeping our heads down for a few days.
Yeah, well, it's all right for you lot, isn't it? You've all got homes to go back to. This is going to be my new home, and I was just trying to make some new friends. Sorry, lads.
Well, look, I suggest you just have a quiet night back at the hotel, okay?
Well, I've had enough of drinking champagne anyway.
Aye, I'm fed up with paying for it now. What them lot think, what? Where they do?
Probably, aye. Come on, there's no harm done.
Just didn't think.
Mrs. Hope, there's really nothing to worry about. It's all been a ludicrous mistake. Yes, I know. Yeah, it must be. Yeah, I can imagine. I know. Uh-huh. Well, they'll just have to think what they think. I mean, some people are... Oh, look, there's Debs. I'll have to go. No, don't worry, nothing serious. Yeah, I'll have to dash. Yeah, bye. Mother. Spain's no place for a child of that age. Can you imagine?
Did she read it in the papers as well?
Why, yes, man. She's had the whole street round. I think she'd be pleased. No one's visited her for years.
Just a minute. Is that somebody coming in? Can't be them back already.
Neville?
It wouldn't be the lads. Surely they'd have put the terrace lights on. Sure, I did hear somebody coming in.
Who's that?
Anyone at home?
Who are you?
We're reporters, love. Just want a quick word.
6 and 9, 69. And anyone who giggles will get disqualified. And the key to my room.
What's he on about, Russell Grant?
I'll tell you when you get a bit older. I'm well down here.
4 and 8, 48.
Can't you think of anything to go with that, Russell?
I'm thinking it, Pet, but I daresn't see it.
I'm 5 and 5 here, Peppy, when you've got a minute, like. Instead of mind. Be all right with
Maggie's Den, number
we need to get round to playing with this late nip, eh?
You know that one?
Oh, shut up, man. I'll have a swift day off, please.
It's hot time in your folks on tonight, isn't it?
Oh, what if they let us have a game, eh?
Hey, that's a good idea. That might improve your image a bit if you're found playing bingo with old-age pensioners.
Persona non grata, we are really rich, but they won't let us play.
That's not you. I've always been that.
No, well, look, whatever you do, try and avoid journalists and criminals, will you?
How are you supposed to tell the difference?
On the floor.
Well, ask Moxie. He's going to have to learn.
4.
Bingo!
Oh, well done, Pet. Chicken, chicken. Well done, Alex.
Auntie, what do you think? Them, the robbers?
I bet yon babyface is the leader. It's always the babyface ones that's the most vicious.
Uh-huh. We'd like all your autographs, Pet.
We're not saying anything.
All we want to do, love, is clear the air. I mean, all this must be very embarrassing for you back home. Is it?
No. What's embarrassing is having to answer questions from people like you. Now, look, we didn't invite you in here, and we'd be very obliged if you'd kindly leave.
Who the hell are you?
It's all right. It's all right. Press.
No, it's not all right. What you doing in here?
They've been asking you questions.
We didn't tell him anything, Neville.
Neville, Hope, and Dennis Patterson. Is that right?
It's about the only thing you blokes have got right.
Look, smarten up, son. We know you're not villains.
As we were saying to you ladies, all we want to do is clear the air. Get at the truth.
Oh, how we here, we might as well. Go on, tell him, Dennis.
All right, I am Dennis Patterson. This is Neville Hope. We're Brickies. We're from Newcastle and we're here on holiday. That's it. Come on.
What about the rest of the gang?
They're all brickies too. We met out in Germany a few years back and this is like a reunion, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, we'll need names and home addresses so the London desk can check out the backgrounds.
Well, some of these addresses might be a bit vague. Let's see, there's Mr. Osborne, Mr. Taylor, Mr. Norris, Mr. Busbridge, and what's that name of your mate with the spotty face?
Did you pay for them one more bottle?
What? Oh, go on, give them a... Tell them when the guzzle out on Fanta. What a bloody cheek.
They think we're loaded.
Oh, it says a lot for the world today, doesn't it, eh? People like us can become hero figures.
You mean the people they think we are?
You see it back home in Crescent, don't you? If you're a militant or a football hooligan, Channel 4 to make a documentary about you. I remember a time when a hero was someone who used to row across the Atlantic single-handed.
Right, hold on a minute, though. You seen the way them old codgers reacted to that newspaper thing, didn't you?
I'll point that out.
Huh? Well, can you imagine what's happening at the disco with Wayne and Moxie? Huh? Huh?
Stunning, isn't it?
Right, is that?
Of course, you realise we could work all our lives and never afford any of this.
Oh, don't depress us just yet, Nev.
Only consolation I take is Ali Fraser probably isn't very happy.
Aye. Does seem the sort of bloke that finds pleasure hard to come by, like, doesn't he?
Oh. Now I remember why I like you so much.
Don't seem so stupid now, do I?
Take it all back. Most of it, anyway.
Should we have breakfast in bed?
Oh, it's funny. I thought we already had.
Dear me, I never thought I'd see the day. I'd be glad I couldn't get a fry up. John Ward. Do you have to do that? Do you have to do that? Right, it's allowed.
Oh, sorry. Oh, what was that bloody stuff we were drinking last night?
Oh, never mind what we were drinking. It was what them bastard grubbies was guzzling and done all the damage. I've got about 3 pud left.
Maybe we should rob a payroll wagon after all. That remark is in very poor taste, if you don't mind me saying so, Moxie. Wasn't it people like you glamorising criminal activity, we wouldn't be pestered by the press, would we? We're exploited by those vacuous females last night.
Didn't stop you sticking your head in the door, did it? See if there's any exploiting to be done, eh?
Well, if we can't go out, we can't stay in. Not much point in being here, is there?
We're not tourists. We're not workers. We're trapped. We're in limbo.
I live in limbo here, man. But mate,
Barry's got a point, though, eh? Leisure without graft has got pretty out of the ring.
Well, none of this is actually helping to decide what we're going to do today, though, is it? Don't think I can face another day of sunlight, sangria, or food either. I've just had an absolutely brilliant idea. Why don't we hire a couple of cars, hit the road, eh? Toddle off down to Gibraltar. It's not far, you know. Border open now. What do you think?
That'd be cheap British beer, duty-frees, and today's papers, too.
Papers are still a sore point, you know, Bob.
Aye, go on, I'm up for it. I've always wanted your foot to take it with them baboons.
Right. Here is my contribution. I suggest you three pull your resources as well. I'll go and wake Wayne up. If he's interested, I'll get a higher corporation with reception. Well, that's... Good morning.
Morning.
Went up to do a 5-seater Porsche. What's this then? Oh. Think we should have took some life insurance out with these.
Who fancies driving then?
You don't drive these, mate, you peddle them.
Does anyone mind if I take the wheel of one of them?
Oh, no, yeah.
Oh, busted. I always wanted to motor on the continent ever since I bumped into Patmos once in Alfred's.
Well, I'll do the trip down because I'd be too pissed to drive coming back.
Hold on, Moxie, hold on. You get him up, buddy. That way we'll keep all the boring bastards in one car, yeah?
Not so very much.
You lead on, Barry, and if you have any trouble, I'll flash my lights.
Light, we've only got one.
Right, Al.
Hey, just a minute. Weren't you breathalyzed a couple of months back?
Yes, I was. But I have not yet been convicted. And even if I had been, as well you know, worse criminals than drunken drivers are let loose in this poxy country. Right.
I wonder what the others are up to.
Well, we haven't heard a thing for nearly 18 hours, so they must actually be keeping out of trouble.
New world record.
Aye. Hey, do you fancy riding to town later on, give him a pool or something, eh?
Way aye.
Here you are, Neville. Your daughter would like a little attention.
Don't bother to get up, Dennis. We'll find our own way out.
Out?
Yes. Brenda and I are going into town for lunch.
Bye, Pet.
See you later. Back in time for tea on the terrace.
Wonder what the others are up to.
Bloody petrol gauge is reading low. That Spaniard said he'd fill her up.
It's a likely story.
Well, here, just pull over and I'll have a piss in it tank. Because up to what I was supping last night, it'd be like rocket fuel.
Hello, they're pulling over. Looks like they got the same trouble. Sorry, ladies, I thought you were my mate Barry. Sorry, lads. There's just too many of these little white buggers on the road.
Oh, never mind. We'll catch him up in Jib.
Well, sod Gibraltar, mate. I'm getting me rock stuff here.
Ah, well, Bomber fancies the beer now, too.
Man. Oh, well, I suppose there's worse places to be shipwrecked in.
Any thoughts on lunch, my petal?
Oh, your good mood's lasting surprisingly well. Oh, look, there's a couple of your lads.
Oh, what in the name of God are they doing here? Just don't look at them. Just don't want them coming over here.
It's nice to see there's someone else here ashamed of being seen with as well as me.
Hey, Tubby, if you can walk and talk at the same time, and you get a couple of beers in the fridge.
Pero te llamo un segundo, ¿ya? Ya, te veo.
Yes, gentlemen. 2 beers, matey, por favor. 2 cervezas. Gracias.
That's what he said.
How they've got the brass neck to come in here, I do not know.
I suppose it's their idea of fun to sport their ill-gotten gains in this manner.
Geoffrey, are you going to do something?
Yes, Pauline, I will. And I'm already composing a strong letter to the Times.
Any chance of getting them poured? Or does that cost more in here?
You don't like the sound of that, Oz?
Will the gentleman be staying for lunch?
The gentlemen haven't decided yet.
No.
In that case, if the gentleman would be so kind.
What's this? Well, that's what 2 beers, man, not 22.
The gentlemen are free to drink elsewhere if they wish.
Huh? It's all right. Oh, there's beer. Alley! Alley! Right. Is it all you stick this on your account?
And, what are you 2 tearaways doing here, eh?
Acting like tourists, Mr. Fraser, on your orders.
Ah, but what could do with a sub-lake as well, don't we?
Right, well, just drink up and move on out before my reputation in Marbella is ruined.
Now, let me guess.
On.
Planning another bank robbery, are we?
Oh, I remember this prick.
Oh, for Christ's sake. Now, look here.
What?
You may enjoy immunity from arrest in this country, but you are not immune from our contempt as decent British citizens.
Careful, boyo, you're way off mark.
Oh, am I? And I suppose the newspaper report was, too.
I'm surprised at you reading a rag like that. I usually keep that one wedged behind the pipe in the bog.
Yeah, the matter's in the hands of our lawyers, see? And they'll be quite happy to take an action for slander as well.
I refuse to be intimidated by you. You may have wealth now, criminally acquired, of course, but that doesn't entitle you to strut around here. Even if you were invited.
Whoa, I've had enough of this.
It's all right, sir. They're just on the very point of leaving.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. I'm talking about I've had enough of this bastard man, Colonel Blimp. Look, you. Just suppose we were bank robbers, right? At least we're crime's honest, isn't it? It's up front at the end of a barrel where we get what do, whereas you, bastards like you, where'd you get yours, eh? Bottom of a balance sheet, or filling your friggin' income tax return.
I think we'll skip lunch, Vicky.
Your friend by the pool, he has ordered champagne. Who's paying?
Barry, it's not my fault the coffee in there was lousy.
You chose this bar, Moxie. Your unerring instinct for cat singled this dump out. Should have known. This is the perfect end to possibly the worst day of my life.
Yeah, well, I'm sure you can go back to Gibraltar another day on your own. You're on the wrong side again.
Nah. The place have probably left a psychological scar on me for all eternity because of your buffoonery. I just want to get back to the hotel. Get to bed and forget this nightmare trip. Let's stick it all out there. Roxy.
What?
I think I'm going to cry. Look away, please.
Why do I all of a sudden get a dreadful feeling, Nev? You know, like us are sticking pins in a Dennis Patterson doll.
You know, your boys are wasted in the building industry, Dennis. They ought to be organising military coups in a banana republic.
What's the matter? Somebody been in bother, like?
Oh, no, nothing like that, no. They've just spent half an hour slagging off some of the most influential members of Marbella society, of which I am no longer a member.
Thought it was a bit too good to lastly.
Ah, well, you can whistle them all back up now, because your true humble status has been revealed to a grateful nation.
Right, first thing in the morning, I'll get them back to work.
No, I've got a better idea, Dennis. Let's have a night shift.
Oh, so there you are. Where the hell are you two be? We've been charging all over bloody Gibraltar. Not trying to find you.
You're wasting your time. Because you didn't get there.
Oh, what happened? Puncture or breakdown?
Neither. Thanks to the superlative map reading skills of Marco Moxie there, we could not find Gibraltar.
What? Well, it's a 500-foot high chunk of bloody rock sticking up in the air. Can't miss it.
Moxie can.
Ah, just a minute. We did get there eventually.
Yes, indeed. We did get there eventually, and you spied a British bobby at the border gate, and we had to turn back.
Well, it's any consolation you didn't miss much. Phew, Gibraltar. Like Fairley with chimpanzees.
Apparently, it's full of jocks left over from the 1982 World Cup.
So, where eventually did you end up then?
Oh, yes, we stopped off at a picturesque little dog hole called San Pedro, and we got wheel clamped.
I didn't know they had the Denver shoe here.
Yes, indeed, they do have the wheel clamp in Spain. Yes, it is known as the Catalan clog. Yes, a fact of which I was reliably informed by the educationist subnormal peasant who put it on our car. I just hope this catalogue of dejection will melt my Hazel's heart and bring a rush into my side.
Anybody got enough dough for a round of beers?
Bar's closed. As Carlos has got diarrhea.
Yeah?
Bloody hell. Dennis?
Hello. What's all this? No water cannon? No riot police? Finished for the day, have you?
Just wrap up, will you? What a right piss of the day.
Aye, well, I've got some more bad news for you. Holly Fraser wants you back at work 7 o'clock sharp in the morning.
Oh, great! Top of that bill. And God, what that?
I'd recognise a Spanish Ministry of Labour official if I fell over one.
The lads want a pot of tea, Dennis. I've got the kettle on.
Oh, smashing, aye. Best looking carnard we've ever had.
Hey, down, boy. Put some cream on your bites.
Nah, I'll be all right. Better get back to work. I'll see you then. Brenda, special brew out.
What the rest of you drinking, like? She's fetching us all one, man.
What's graven on the walls of this school, Dennis?
Ceramic Andalusian tales, apparently.
From Habitatio, no doubt, eh?
It's going to be like a bloody great bath, isn't it?
How would you know? You've never been in a bath, eh?
It's nice to see you back your bitchy best. Just bent a dent. No sign of improvement around man the truth.
I tell you, Mama, I'll be up even higher. My age returns up in the next couple of weeks or so.
Oh, you finally got that words written, did you?
Yes, indeed I did. I posted it last night, actually.
Don't know why you bothered. You could have launched that bloody thing in the sea and paddled it home.
Yes, my cousin also from college. What is your name?
Hazel Redfern.
Hazel.
Hayes?
Hello, Barry. Sorry to shock you.
Hazel, I'm amazed that you could be here so quickly.
Well, there's 2 flights a day from Birmingham International. It only takes 2.5 hours, you
No,
know.
I don't mean the flying time. I mean, I'm just amazed that you could have responded so promptly to my emotional appeal. I only posted it yesterday evening.
Posted what?
A jumbo picture of you of the Costa del Sol with a jumbo love letter on it.
No, I'm sorry, Barry. I haven't seen this at all. I booked the flight a couple of days ago. Teresa McIntosh in our accounts department had a last-minute cancellation through a family bereavement.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It was only an old uncle of hers in Mexborough, but she felt she had to go, like.
No. I'm sorry that you didn't rush out here in a fit of passion rather than through Teresa McIntosh's misfortune.
I admit I was a bit curious about the newspaper story describing you all as payroll robbers.
Oh, that was a load of bloody nonsense, eh? Yeah.
You mean it's not true, then?
No. Of course it isn't. Well, it's nice to see you anyway, Hazel. Would you like a drink?
No, thanks.
Hey. I'll tell you what, I've still got this nice little hire car that me and the lads rented. Here, do you fancy coming up into Sierra with me tonight and have dinner overlooking the sea?
I think I'll have an early night tonight, Barry. I feel a bit jet-lagged. Oh, by the way, I'd give that car back if I was you. The summons has arrived for your drunken driving.
Hayes, just a minute.
I thought Barry was going to burst into tears.
Well, he's definitely the emotional sort. He cried the other day when we got wheel clamped.
Still, she has taken him to a bullfight, eh? So the evening won't be a total disappointment.
Well, if the bird took me to a bullfight, I'd be seriously worried about her mental health.
Yeah, please. Photographs, souvenirs. Oh, Christ, not another bloody puppy. Look, man, do you not read the papers? I just know I'm a working gadget, so sling your hooker, piss off.
Look, senor, souvenir of Spain. I take photo.
Oh, I get it. We all end up on a plate, eh?
Oh, come on, let's have some.
Ah, be a giggle, won't it? OK, go ahead.
Okay. I make 4 for you. Leave at hotel tomorrow.
Yeah.
Don't think I could face meat after seeing that Borto wantonly slaughtered.
Have fish, then?
Not if they're Mediterranean, I'm not. Well, would you eat fish straight out of a toilet?
I think we're being a little oversensitive, don't you, Barry?
That's just my trouble, isn't it? Here I am pretending to peruse the horse's hoovers. All I'm really thinking about is where you'll be sleeping tonight.
Oh, since you brought it up, Barry, I'm staying at the hotel about half a mile down the road from you. Is that all right?
Well, I don't think my passion will reach that far, actually, but if you need to be any nearer, you know where I'll be.
Thank you, Barry. I'm going to be difficult, but this is as close as I want to get at the moment.
I understand, Hayes. I respect your need for freedom. I identify with your need for individuality. Oh, look, Hayes. Did you have a photograph taken for old time's sake, like?
Senora, souvenir for your holiday.
Go on, then. I don't suppose you do separate sittings?
Yeah.
busy boy. I don't have another morning to waste watching you knocking up.
You don't have to watch me knock up, Sunshine. You can sit down if you want.
I don't think the old ticker could take the strain. Now, what do you want to see me about?
You know this little team of yours that's been doing the building?
Oh, no, don't tell me. They're filled in Marbella Harbour.
No, they've been working up at your place, haven't they?
No, well, you never know with that bunch.
Anyway, now this payroll robbery nonsense has subsided, they can be very useful to me. I mean us.
And how is that, Kenny, since they're about as useful as a hole on a lifeboat?
I take it that after they finish tarting up your place, they'll be going back to Blighty, won't they?
Well, I doubt if they will be very welcome, but yes.
Well, me and a few of the chaps have got certain things we'd like taken back to certain people in London.
Oh, now, don't tell me, Kenny. What, things like keys to safe deposit boxes, that kind of a thing?
I ain't saying nothing, Ali. But the point is, now they're in the clear. And more importantly, seen as the victims of a press smear. So the old Bill and the Customs and the Excise won't be able to get the hump with them, will they?
Which makes them very useful couriers.
Clear as it lays, son.
And, what's my cut, Kenny, if I pass them in your direction?
Goodwill and such. Don't worry, Sunshine. We'll work something out, all right?
Mr. Ames to court number 8, please.
I do wish they'd insert the word tennis before they say court.
Go round to the office. You sure that's a good idea now? They know who we really are.
Oh, I don't know. Alice said they'd still make us welcome. Apparently, they understood we're victims of a press smear. In fact, they sympathise with us.
Might be some money in it for us, I know. A few little jobs.
Probably run us a double glazer house with bulletproof glass.
I don't suppose there'll be any harm in it. Nothing to lose now. Our stigmas have been cleansed.
I'm not sure, you know.
Ah, wait, Marks, man. We didn't give your name to the paper. As far as Terry Leather or anybody else is concerned, you're still a man of mystery.
Oh, aye, still a man of mystery. Senor Fogarty, have a look at that. No doubt about your mystery. They're yours, Senor Taylor. Who are these? You can't, haven't we? Dodgy bastard, he only had one photograph, man.
Why do I think that Hazel has done this?
Right, lads, listen. We'll just play it cool, right? See what they want. If we don't like the smell of it, we'll politely decline, okay? Oh, another bloody journalist. Hey, just calm down. When are you bastards gonna stop picking on her, eh? Yeah. Why don't you leave us alone, you shifty sod? We ain't done nothing. Which particular comic do you work for, anyway?
Shall we say the police review?
Well, you're the old Bill, eh?
Scotland Yard Surveillance Squad. And if this wasn't Spain, Albert Arthur Moxey, alias Brendan Mulcahy, arsonist and absconder, your arse would be well and truly nicked.
Guess I started a while ago. Just strangers thrown together. Helpless heroes caught in a dream. Boy, we made such a crazy team. Out of luck, down on the limb, we saw each other through. Laughed it off, and man, we shed a few. Back with the boys again. Back with the boys again. Different reasons left us leaving, splitting up and going on solo, chasing circles and getting nowhere, longing for the way we were. One for all, a dog for anyone, long as they play the game, sharing chances and taking